Hey everybody, welcome to our Friday edition of the Orange and Brown Talk podcast. It is the picks edition of the pod, trying something new this season. We're going to pick some games. Let's get to that in a second. But first, let me welcome on everyone we have on our panel today. Doug Maurice is here. Doug, how are you?
I'm great. I'm ready to make some money. Fake money. Fake money.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Doug. We don't have any money to give you.
We don't like the cleveland.com is not like the sports book in this. They are not paying out if we're right.
I guess not. There might be some spare change around the office, maybe. Nobody's been there for months, so we can go see what we can find. Ellis Williams joining us as well. Ellis, how are you?
I'm cool, man. Ask my hometown friends back home, like LeVar Ball when it comes to sports gambling. I've never lost.
Ooh.
Never lost.
Okay. I don't believe that because you are a Browns reporter.
There you go. Never lost.
Covering football. All right. And we're bringing in one of our Football Insider subscribers. We're going to do one every single week. We're going to have somebody on to pick games with us, our guest picker. And today it is Terry Richards. Ravens, Browns. The line is 8. Terry, how about you get us started here?
Okay. My brain's telling me a bunch of things I don't want to hear. New coaching staff, no in-person offseason, no preseason. The Ravens have the MVP. The Ravens have the great coach. I get all that. But my wife loves me for my huge heart. Every ounce of that heart loves the Cleveland Browns and despises the Baltimore Ravens. In no time, space, or dimension can I ever bring myself to pick the Ravens to win anything. So give me my Cleveland Browns +8 to run chubba hubba wubba all over the hated Ravens in a game the Browns win outright.
I love it. You did that without reading.
Yeah, I really respect that.
That was perfect.
Chubba hubba wubba.
Ellis.
I practiced.
Where are you?
Oh, man. All right. And I'm not going to be able to one up Terry there. It's a tough act to follow. You can have thrown it to Doug or something. But here's what I'm looking at. I see the game tonight. Chiefs-Texans. I see Chiefs -9. So Vegas is telling me that they think that either the Chiefs are a point better than the Ravens or the Browns are a better team than the Texans. Both I don't think are true. So there's some inaccuracy going on here, and I'm not a math guy to figure that out. But what I'm trying to say is based off that eye test is there is just no way that the Browns can go into Baltimore and win this game and based on continuity. We've been talking about it all year, and that has been the theme of the offseason. Teams like the Chiefs, that's why that line's -9, because the Texans have won their division 2 years in a row, and DeAndre Hopkins isn't worth 5 points in Vegas. I can guarantee you that. So clearly Vegas is valuing that also. So at -8, -9, I think both those teams playing at home are home run picks. And, if this game happened in week 4 or 5 or 6, Baltimore hosting the Browns, I'd feel a lot differently. But the timing, the schedule breaks terribly for Cleveland, so I got to take the Ravens -8 here.
Right, I'm with you on there. 8 is a big number, but I don't necessarily think if the Browns go to Baltimore on Sunday and they lose by like 10 points, I don't think we're sitting here saying, "Oh boy, here we go again."
Exactly.
I just think it is what it is. Baltimore is very seasoned. They know who they are. They know who they want to be. There is a scenario where the Browns show up and just run the ball, control the clock, and keep Lamar Jackson and that offense off the field. That's when you start to say, yeah, it will be the Browns +8. But for me, I just feel like Baltimore's got too many edges right now coming into this. And it wouldn't shock me if the Browns went out there and managed to cover this. But if you're going to make me put money down on it, I'm going to take Baltimore -8. I'd probably stay away from this if we didn't have to pick it. But I'm going to take Baltimore -8.
Is this not the Browns' toughest game on the schedule at Baltimore? I mean, is it maybe at Dallas?
Considering the circumstances, yeah, I think so.
But regardless, wherever you put this game, at Baltimore, they're great. It's on the road. They're great. Who else are they playing on the road that's as good as Baltimore? Maybe Dallas, right? I mean, I think they could lose by 30 and it doesn't matter. I mean, it's like, get it out of the way. Who expects the Browns to go win? I think this is going to tell us almost nothing about how the season's actually going to go because all the reasons you guys just said. But I mean, no offense to Terry, if you're picking with your heart, that's the only explanation to pick the Browns in this. because everything else goes Baltimore's way. But there's nothing, and whatever happens, I am not in week 2 as you get ready for Cincinnati on Thursday night. There's nothing. It could be 50-0, and they could have 74 penalties, and I'm just going to throw it away because of the pandemic and because of Lamar Jackson and John Harbaugh and going on the road, and everybody loses sometimes. This is a tough start, but I think it's okay. Get it out of the way.
I do think I kind of said this, but I do think there is that the one case you can make outside of picking with your heart. I think the one case you can make is the Browns have that fallback of 2 really good running backs, and they can control some things, and they can, maybe slow down that Baltimore offense by keeping them on the sideline. And really, those are your big play guys, right? Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. We saw what happened last year in that 40-25 game. Nick Chubb has a huge day. The Browns control the football. Even Jarvis Landry, it went as a pass, but it was really a shovel pass. He had that big run before the half and before he left with a concussion that really kind of changed that game.
The other thing I'll say is the only thing the Browns really have is the element of surprise. We can all act like we know exactly what this Cleveland offense is going to look like because of Kevin Stefanski, and we can cut and paste the Minnesota tape and put it on Cleveland. But Kevin's a lot smarter than that. We don't know. So the element of surprise at least worth something in week